Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of Bitcoin Belgium. Today we're talking about altcoins and cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. And what I mainly want to talk about today is that many altcoins and cryptocurrencies have a big chance of dying out, but not all of them. And that's something I wanted to talk today. Um, I found this article on the Bitcoin magazine um, where 91% of cryptos from 2014 have died, while Bitcoin continues to thrive. So what this means is that many altcoins in the past years have died out. So I think it's really important to make the right decisions um, when you're investing in cryptocurrency to choose the right ones, the ones you believe in, not the ones you get shilled. Um, so yeah, that's something I wanted to talk about today. These are some key findings of CoinKickoff. Um, this is, I think, a very interesting fact. In 2018 was the sector most fatal year for cryptocurrency as 751 coins became defunct. So that was also the year where BTC was in a bear market. So yeah, all of 2018 it was basically in a bear market. That's when many coins died out. And the highest mortality rate for the sector can be found in 2014, where 76.5% of all the coins are no longer in circulation today. So that's something we are going to discuss. On CoinMarketCap, you can find all the historical data from each week from 2013. So let's take a look at this now. So, for example, we're taking May 5th of 2013. So this was a top 10 of cryptocurrencies back then. Which are the ones you recognize, right? Bitcoin, of course, and Litecoin, and all the rest are just basically dead today. So now let's go back. So Bitcoin is still the number one. It was the number one in 2013. It is still the number one today. Litecoin is also somewhere around here. Yeah, it's number 14. It's still around, so that's something, I guess. Now let's take a look at December 2013. We see XRP for the first time. Today XRP is number 6. So it still exists, right? And it still has some utility. Um, is there something else we recognize in the top 20? No, actually nothing. I mean, barbecue coin. What is that, right? Um, so no, nothing else we recognize. Now let's go and take a look at 2014. What was BTC actually doing in 2014? Yeah, it's in 2014 it was in a bear market, so I think it's also interesting to take a look at that. Let's maybe take the summer of 2014. What do we see? Yeah, Dash I think it still exists. Let's take a look. Dash. I mean, yeah, it's rank 65. Yeah, so that one still exists. It's not the top 10 anymore like it was in 2014. Here we see for the first time Dogecoin. Yeah, it still exists today. I think one of the few meme coins that still exist. Monero, also one that still exists today. But look at all the other names. I mean, next I don't know Purecoin, I don't know BitShares, I don't know Namecoin, I don't know MadeSafeCoin, BitShares, Counterparty. I mean, they're all basically dead, right? You don't recognize any of them. So some we recognize, but 90% of these we just don't recognize. No, literally nothing. Just a couple, and BTC was still number one, and Litecoin was back then still number two. So now let's go and take a look at 2015. I think this was the time when BTC started to turn the table, yeah, to have a sort of recovery, a kind of sideways here. Um, yeah, it went up basically 40%, and then it dropped 26%, and then it went up again around 50%, and then it dropped down around 30%. So, yeah, just a regular sideways here. Let's take a look. May 3rd of 2015. We're just picking some data right here, but yeah, think it's important to give a nice general view of the industry. So in 2015, Bitcoin number one, XRP number two, Litecoin number three, Dash number four, Stellar. Also still trading today. I think it's maybe a top 20, top 30, something like that. Yeah, it's number 29 today. So it's still around. This one I don't know. I also don't know this one. Yeah, Dogecoin, we know Monero, but all the rest are still known, I mean, recognizable names, right? Um, Ethereum here for the first time, okay, that's special. Tether had back then a market cap of 251,000. I mean, it's pretty crazy if you think about it, right? 251,000. Okay, so Tether was back then also. Let's go and take a look at maybe the end of 2016. Bitcoin number one. Oh yeah, for the first time we have here Ethereum. It was in 2016 the number two. Today it's still the number two. Um, and it's stayed at the time for long. I think. I think it's for many months. I mean, I don't think there ever was another number two other than Ethereum from 2016. But we're going to know that pretty soon. Um, XRP, Litecoin, Monero, Ethereum Classic. Yeah, it's not doing very good these days. Ethereum Classic. Let's take a look. Um, ETC, Ethereum Classic. Is yeah, it's not doing very well, I guess. You have Dash. Yeah, still many coins that still don't exist today. I mean, Zcash is one I think that still exists today. It's a pricey coin, I think. Um, Yeah, Zcash is still in the top. Is in the top 100, so it's still around today. But then many coins that were in the top 100 back then that just don't exist. I mean, I recognize almost none of them. So I think that's something you need to um, realize and recognize that even 7 years ago there were many of the top 100 coins still just don't exist today. I mean, there are just a couple of names that stood strong. The top of the 2017 bull market was around in November and December, I guess. I think, yeah, it was the end of December. So now let's take a look at that. Bitcoin number one, Ethereum number two, Bitcoin Cash number three. I mean, it's still around today. I think it's in the top 100 Bitcoin Cash, but it isn't a number three anymore. I mean, Bitcoin is just better in that way. What do we still have here? So as you can see, even in 2017, I mean, EOS is still around today. BitConnect was a big scam, right? Zcash, Tether, but still many names that are still not around today. I mean, Siacoin, Pivx, what are all these, right? Um, Basic attention token, okay, that's a nice one. Um, just I use their browser all the time, right? So it's nice to see them around. VChain was their back then, but many coins that just don't exist today anymore. Now let's take a look at the end of the 2018 bear market. This 2018 I mean 2017 was the ICO year where many ICOs, initial coin offerings, took place. You can see it in this chart. Many coins, but it was also the biggest year of scams, where scams were launched. And in 2018 was, yeah, you can see it in 2017, around 17% of the coins were um, seen or are just simply scams, right? Um, and many failed ICOs. There were just crazy numbers paid for some coins. Um, there was also an interesting chart. Yeah, so in 2018, the most coins died, around 750 coins died in 2018. The worst year ever for the industry. As you can see, it was 2018 was just the bear market year. So let's take a look at the end of 2018. I mean, we're getting closer to what is around today. BTC number one. XRP was actually number two, so it flipped Ethereum back then. So that's interesting, I think. Okay, so XRP 2, Ethereum 3, Bitcoin Cash 4, 5 EOS, Stellar, Litecoin. I mean, these are still around today, all these. Basically, this top 10 is still around today. Cardano for the first time. But as we go in the top 50, top 100, there are many Chainlink for the first time. There are many coins that just don't exist today. Now let's take, for example, for the last time, maybe November of 2020, Bitcoin number one, Ethereum number two, Tether number three, XRP number four, Chainlink 5, BNB 7, Polkadot 9, Litecoin 8. So yeah, this is getting closer to the situation we are in today, where BTC is number one, Ethereum is number two, Tether is number three, BNB is number four, USDC is number five, XRP is number six, BUSD is number seven, number 8 is Cardano, number 9 is Dogecoin, and number 10 is Polygon or Matic. So what we see, what can we draw a conclusion from this? I think the most important conclusion is that many altcoins die out. I mean, so it's really important which do you want to invest in, and to do your own research and to believe in them and to recognize what are their benefits. I think the second important point is that BTC has just been always been number one in the sector. It has never been flipped. It has always been the number one. So I think that's one of the I think it is the safest in the industry. Not financial advice, of course. Ethereum, most of the time it has been a number two, but it actually wasn't all the time, because XRP did flip Ethereum one time. Today we see many stable coins in the top 10. I mean, we see three stable coins in the top 10. Not many times this has been the case. XRP is still around and Litecoin is still around. These are some old coins that are still around today. But BTC has always been the number one. So I think that's all for today, guys. Know where to invest in, be careful, and do your own research, very important. And recognize that many altcoins maybe not have a bright future. So be extra careful and know where to invest in. So that's all for today, guys. Have a good day and goodbye.